Welcome to Thomas channel. In this video, I am going to tell real story of Thomas and his brother Ture story. Let's get started. A bond across borders. In the vibrant hills of Yangon, Myanmar, where the golden spires of pagodas gleamed under the tropical sun and the Irrawaddy River whispered ancient tales, lived two young men who had forged a family from the threads of kindness and fate. Thomas was 29. A resilient mechanic with grease-stained hands and a spirit as unyielding as the teak forests surrounding his workshop. Born and raised in Myanmar, Thomas had known hardship early. Orphaned in his teens, he scraped by fixing motorcycles and cars for locals, his dark eyes reflecting a quiet determination to build a better life. His home was a simple bungalow on the outskirts, filled with tools, spare parts, and the faint scent of jasmine from the garden he tended. Mo, 17, was a bundle of curiosity with wide brown eyes and a quick laugh that could chase away the heaviest monsoon clouds. He wasn't Thomas's blood brother, but you'd never know it from the way they bantered like siblings. Mo had come into Thomas's life 4 years ago, when he was just 13. Mo's mother had left for Thailand when he was 6, seeking work as a seamstress in Bangkok to support the family after Mo's father fell ill and passed away. She sent money back sporadically, but it was never enough. Mo, left with distant relatives in Myanmar, often went hungry and skipped school, wandering the streets until Thomas found him one rainy afternoon, huddled under a market awning, trying to sell handmade trinkets. "Hey, kid, you look like you could use a hot meal," Thomas had said, his voice kind but firm. Mo hesitated, but Thomas's genuine smile won him over. That meal turned into many, and soon Mo was helping in the workshop, learning to wrench bolts and change oil. Thomas saw potential in the boy, a sharp mind eager for knowledge. He invited Mo to stay, turning a storage room into a cozy bedroom with a second-hand bed and shelves for Mo's few belongings. "You're family now," Thomas told him. "Brothers stick together." Under Thomas's care, Mo blossomed. Though he couldn't afford formal schooling, Mo's mother struggled to send enough for basics, let alone tuition. Thomas homeschooled him in the evenings. They pored over old books borrowed from neighbors, math from repair manuals, history from stories of Myanmar's kings, English from radio broadcasts. Mo helped in the shop during the day, his small hands growing skilled at fixing bikes. Weekends were for adventures, hiking to nearby temples, where Mo sketched pagodas with charcoal, dreaming of becoming an artist. Thomas cooked simple meals, mohinga soup bubbling on the stove, shared with laughter over inside jokes. "You're like the big brother I always wished for," Mo would say, punching Thomas's arm playfully. Thomas would grin and reply, "And you're the little troublemaker who keeps me young." Their bond was unbreakable, a beacon in Mo's unstable world. Thomas saved what he could, hoping one day to send Mo to school properly. He even contacted Mo's mother occasionally, assuring her that her son was safe and loved. But life shifted when a letter arrived from Thailand. Mo's mother wrote in shaky handwriting. Her health was failing from long hours in the factory, and she needed Mo by her side. The younger siblings missed him, and the family home in a quiet Bangkok suburb felt incomplete without her eldest. "Come home, my son," she pleaded. "We need you here." Mo's heart tore in two. Myanmar was his playground, Thomas his rock, but blood called. He confided in Thomas that night, sitting on the bungalow's porch as fireflies danced in the dusk. "I have to go, Tom. Mom's alone, working since I was 6. She can't afford school for me anyway. Maybe in Thailand, I can help her." Thomas nodded, his throat tight. He knew the pull of family duty all too well. "If that's what you need, I'll help you get there. But promise we'll stay brothers, no matter the distance." The farewell was bittersweet. Thomas scraped together money for Mo's bus ticket to the border, then a train to Bangkok. At the station, amid the chaos of vendors and travelers, they hugged fiercely. Mo's backpack held his sketches, a few clothes, and a photo of them together at a festival. "Thanks for everything, big bro. You saved me." Thomas ruffled his hair, eyes misty. "Go take care of your mom. I'll visit soon, I promise." Mo arrived in Thailand, the bustling streets of Bangkok a stark contrast to Yangon's serene chaos. His mother's small apartment overflowed with siblings' chatter, the air thick with the aroma of tom kha gai. But adjustment was hard. Mo's mom, weary from years of labor, couldn't afford school fees. Instead, Mo found odd jobs, delivering packages, helping at markets, to ease the burden. He missed Thomas terribly, the workshop banter, the evening lessons. They called when they could, Mo describing Thai street food, Thomas sharing shop stories. "Miss you, little bro," Thomas would say. "Miss you more," Mo replied. Thomas ached to reunite. "I'm coming to see you," he vowed. But as a Myanmar citizen, travel meant navigating a labyrinth of paperwork. Passports weren't simple. With political tensions and bureaucratic hurdles, applications often languished. Thomas's first attempt at the passport office in Yangon was a flop, missing documents from his orphanage days. He spent weeks hunting records, traveling to dusty archives, pleading with officials. Months dragged. Mo settled into Thai life, sketching temples like Wat Arun, selling his art to tourists for extra cash. His mom improved with his help, but school remained a dream deferred. "When are you coming?" Mo asked during calls. Thomas hid his frustration. "Soon. Just a bit more time." A year passed. Thomas's application was rejected again. Insufficient proof of identity. He worked overtime, fixing extra bikes to pay for appeals. Friends helped translate forms. He even saw advice from a local NGO. Sleepless nights followed, Thomas staring at the ceiling, imagining Mo's smile. "Brothers don't quit," he reminded himself. Finally, after 1.5 years of relentless effort, endless queues, stamped papers, and unyielding hope, an envelope arrived. Passport approved. Thomas whooped, clutching the blue booklet like a treasure. He booked a budget flight to Bangkok, then a bus to Phuket, where Mo suggested they meet. "The beach, Tom. It'll be perfect." Phuket's Andaman Sea sparkled like sapphires as Thomas stepped onto the powdery sand of Padong Beach. Palm trees swayed in the breeze, waves whispering welcomes. His heart pounded. Then, a shout, "Tom!" Mo raced across the beach, taller now, sun-bronzed, his eyes lighting up. They embraced, laughing through tears, the world fading around them. "You did it," Mo whispered, pulling back. "I knew you would." "Couldn't stay away from my little brother," Thomas grinned. They claimed a shady spot under an umbrella, a cooler of fresh mangoes and coconut water between them. Hours melted away as they talked, everything and nothing. Mo shared his Thai life, helping Mom at the factory, sketching sunsets over the Chow Phraya, the siblings' antics. "I couldn't go to school, but I've learned so much on the streets. And Mom, she's smiling more now." Thomas nodded, proud. He recounted his passport odyssey, the rejections, the waits, the near despair. "Every delay made me fight harder. You're worth it, Mo." Deeper conversations flowed, dreams unspoken before. Mo confessed his fear of never getting an education. Thomas promised to help, perhaps sponsoring online courses. Thomas opened up about his loneliness, the empty bungalow. "But it taught me family is chosen. You're mine." Mo teared up. "Love you, big bro." As the sun set, painting the sky in fiery hues, they walked the shoreline, waves tickling their feet. "This is just the beginning," Thomas said. "I'll visit more. Maybe you can come back someday." The reunion stretched into days, exploring Phuket's markets, snorkeling in clear waters, sharing meals of pad thai and fresh seafood. Mo sketched their adventures. Thomas fixed a local scooter for fun. Their love, brotherly and pure, bridged the miles and years. Back home, Thomas returned with renewed purpose, sending money for Mo's art supplies. Mo, inspired, enrolled in a free community class, his sketches gaining notice. Calls became plans, future trips, shared dreams. Their story, a lovely tapestry of resilience and affection, ended happily, not with finality, but with endless possibility. Brothers forever, across borders and beyond.